Good morning. This is Frank with Trade Stalkers. It's late in the morning already. It's a little after 9. Got a late start this morning after a transition into Austin, Texas downtown traffic. So let's get started real quick. A lot of things going on today. Dudley's been speaking this morning, and oil is just continuing to drop. So we're going to continue to, looks like we're just going to continue to march tick for tick with the oil. So let's be cautious. Other concerns are banks and, of course, overseas stuff going on. So let's just take a quick look. Like we opened up here last night somewhere right around 1894, right at a red DTZ line, and we kind of just consolidated. We faded back to this zone for an overnight low of 1886.50, and then we trans right back up to the red dash line here, and it came right back down for a retest, and it bounced right off as suspected. Would like to see right up to the next zone. We actually broke right through this little zone here. You notice how we got the pullbacks in the zone, traded right up to an overnight high of 190 what was it 1908.75, and then right back down to the 24-hour VWAP, provided us some good support. Looks like we kind of got a double bottom as it kind of fed blue or bled through down to the red dashed lines, and then right back up to pivot points here, back down retested our 24-hour VWAP, and then straight up to the red DTZ again for a high of 1810.75. Now, see, all these are on your line, so we know exactly where this market's going to stop and turn. Not to the dime, but we're very, very close. So you can see at 8:15 the market started dropping. Dudley was talking about he's not so uh, up. How should I say this? He is not exactly positive the market's going to continue in a positive direction as they thought the rate increase would help. So now he's even backing off, and he's like one of the major players. So with that, and along with oil, the market just started coming off on the futures. We were actually 111 points above high on the Dow this morning on the open, and then straight down. As you can see, we're just continuing to break support areas after support areas. Now reaching this, we want to look for a little bit of resistance right here at this support level. So it actually touched this next zone. So we want to look for some positives here. We want to see this get a close back up of this zone at 1873.50 before we even think about going long. We want this to come back up into here, retest this zone again, and this is where we want to take on the retest to go long. But be very cautious. The market is very volatile right now, and we could probably, the best case scenario, probably back up to 1890.75 area, where we'll probably meet the 24-hour VWAP. So given that, if we continue on down, we might retest this 1864.50 level, and then we're going to trade back down if you're in the market late or waiting for a 9:30 time frame, which is right about now Central Time. Look for this little break below this DTZ down into here around 1858 area. Look for a retest of this zone and this red dash. If we get a failure here, that's when you're going to take your first short, looking to take targets at the 1852.75 area, and then trail or take targets, full target off there. Looking for lows down to 1839.50. The market wants to continue going down. We're looking probably a hustle retracement at the 1813.50 area. Be cautious as we get down to here. We'll be looking for a bounce somewhere in this area today. I know that seems like a big area. Look for your bounce at the 1839.40 area, and then look for your bounce here. So be cautious, and of course look for this bounce at this 1815 area. Should this be our bounce here, we could climb back up. Cautious traders, you're going to wait till we get a close all the way back above this 1902, probably somewhere around the 1906 area. Look for a retracement back to this VWAP, wherever it happens to be, and this zone. Then look to go long. Obviously, quick targets for 1911, followed by our next zones at 1920. This 61.8 retracement will be key again. So look for a failure here to pull back into this red zone. If we can get the good bounces, get some positive environment, then we can trade right back through this up into this zone in 1930s, up in the 1940 area today. That would be some extremes. So be cautious, be careful. If you have any questions, contact me at Frank at tradestalkers.com. Have a great day.